Finding problems? That's easy. They exist in every community. I'm Terry Springs, your host. We're looking deeper, and we are talking solutions, finding out how we all can make a difference. Now on Talking Solutions, we're inviting our friends in from Family Promise, Terry Lindemann. It's nice to have you back in. Also welcoming Lisa Jones. I heard that there's an event coming up. I believe the date is October 7th. It's the Cardboard City and Cardboard Carnival. I think I might have heard about this in the past. This is not the first year that you've done it?
Absolutely right. We have done this for about 7 or 8 years. It is one of our annual signature fundraisers, and the original purpose of this was to gather teams together to collect money like you would in a run and sleep overnight in cardboard boxes. And this year, we're going to have a cardboard carnival in the afternoon prior to the sleepover, where we're going to invite the community to have some fun at that carnival.
I'm sure that I've seen this on the TV news in years past.
You have. They always come out the night when we're sleeping in cardboard boxes to interview the teams and to show what it might look like to have to sleep in a cardboard box at night, which unfortunately, even today, a lot of our homeless citizens, single individuals, and families are still caught sleeping on the street.
Terry, when we were talking about Family Promise the last time you were in, we were discussing the number of people that you help with Family Promise. And if I recall, you were talking about your main client being a homeless child and that you also service the needs of the family surrounding that child. But there's a lot of unfortunate individuals here in Southern Nevada, more than people realize.
Our rate of homelessness for families is one of the highest in the nation. We do have a lot of good work going on in the community to find housing and new strategies. However, at the end of the last school year, there were over 6,000 children that were counted as homeless in the Clark County School District. That didn't count their siblings that don't go to school. So quite likely that could be double the amount of homeless children in our community. And for Family Promise, 67% of our clients are children because most of their parents are single parents.
How long has Family Promise been providing services to Southern Nevada?
21 years in Southern Nevada and 32 years across the nation. We're in 202 cities.
It's somewhat stunning to realize how many kids deal with homelessness. I know rents are high here. I think all of the costs for someone who is tight on their finances are always going to be an issue, but it seems like the cost of living keeps going up, especially for the people who are most sensitive to that. And I'm sure that they have multiple needs, probably also food, maybe clothing, whatever items that they need to be able to survive on a daily basis.
Everything. And I'm glad that you made mention of rent and housing, because I brought a little document from the National Low Income Housing Coalition that came out to us recently. In the state of Nevada, the fair market rent for a 2-bedroom apartment is $950. But in order to be able to afford that, you have to make $18.26 an hour. So someone who's working at minimum wage in Nevada, which most of our clients are, would have to work 89 hours a week to pay for that apartment. And housing is a big concern. Everything starts with housing. Food is pretty plentiful through the SNAPS program through Nevada State Welfare. 3 Square does an amazing job of getting food all across our community, but you have nowhere to serve the food if you don't have a house.
That is job one. People who come across Family Promise, are they referred to you, or how exactly do you link up with people who have the
They
need?
come to us from lots of different avenues. They're referred to us from school districts, from other agencies. They can also access us on the internet, Nevada 211, and they just get to us from all different doors.
Lisa Jones is also with us today. Lisa, what is your involvement with Family Promise?
I have been on the board for 8 years now, so I will be having my 7th experience with Cardboard City. And as we've talked about, we're adding the carnival to the event this year. We think that it will appeal to a lot of people. Obviously, the sleeping over in a cardboard box concept is intended to raise awareness for homelessness throughout our community. And then a cardboard carnival will add a fun component to it.
The whole purpose of this show, Talking Solutions, we want to raise awareness, which promotes empathy and understanding, and ultimately makes us all nicer in dealing with one another. It sounds to me, Lisa, like this whole Cardboard City experience is for us to have that understanding of what people truly could be dealing with on any nightly basis.
It is, exactly. And the concept that you would have one night in a cardboard box And having done it myself for 6 years, cardboard box sleeping is not the most pleasant experience, but it really does help raise awareness. And you really do get an understanding of what situation people are in. And families are often in a situation, and it is just a situation, a point in time, where a series of things have gone wrong and they just need some help and assistance to get themselves back to a stable existence. So raising awareness, bringing in funds that will help support the needs that they have to restabilize is the purpose of our Cardboard City event.
I don't even know what the percentage might be of people who, with 1 or 2 paychecks that they miss, they end up on the street. People have such a thin lifeline, and the savings, if they have them at all, so minimal that it doesn't take very much as a stumbling block to put you out on the street. It can happen very quickly.
Oh, for sure. I think it's well talked about as we've talked about the healthcare situation in our country and the margins that people live on if they experience a major medical issue. But it's also working a part-time job or a minimum wage job, and then your transportation collapses and you suddenly have $1,000 cost just to get yourself to work. So it is a very thin line for many people.
It doesn't take much, and that's sad. Now, I'm curious about this whole Cardboard City experience, and I definitely want to get details on this new Cardboard Carnival as well. But Cardboard City, you're not going to be out there by yourself, I'm sure. Where do you set up everyone with their cardboard sleeping arrangements?
The event this year will be on the grounds for Community Lutheran Church, and the people that participate overnight will set up in a surrounding area. We will have people awake and security staff to assure safety.
Yeah.
Most of our participants are youth groups, so we want to make sure everyone is in a good place. The carnival itself will be earlier in the day, happening at the same location on the grounds at Community Lutheran Church.
What exactly do you do at a cardboard carnival? The rides are not made of cardboard, I know.
Picture a carnival event, as you said, absent the rides, then it will be the games that people generally play at a carnival. So, the ring toss or the fishing experience. Will have a bounce house, which kids really enjoy. Also face painting, some music. Hopefully this year we are going to be able to have a cakewalk as part of the event too. That should be a fun experience.
I love cakewalks.
And as much of the infrastructure of the carnival as possible will be made out of cardboard. I spoke to a class at UNLV yesterday, and they are going to create 2 or 3 really great games out of cardboard. That is the basis of construction. That's why it's called Cardboard Carnival.
Cardboard is used for a lot of things. In Colorado, they used to create all kinds of things that would go down the ski slopes, and I've seen boats that are out on the water, and you wait for them to collapse. It's interesting to watch, to say the least. But this sounds like fun. You said Community Lutheran Church.
It's located on the corner of Tropicana and Sandhill at 3720 Community Lane.
I've been there a couple times.
You can see it.
Yes.
It will be in their parking lot for the carnival. It is from 3 to 6, the carnival, and then from 6 through the evening and through 7 a.m. the next morning, the sleepover will take place. That's where it'll be.
And all of this is happening on Saturday, October 7th?
Yes.
That'll be perfect because the weather's going to be just right at that point.
Yes, we hope so.
I imagine a lot of the youth groups that you're talking about being part of the Cardboard City, the overnight event, they just look at it as a slumber party experience.
To some degree, yes. I was just talking about that to someone recently, that when you get young people together, they'll come together for almost anything. But we do have great board members that work with programs that some of the groups will do that evening to raise awareness of homelessness. Sometimes they work on projects, they develop hygiene kits, and they do special icebreakers so that the teens understand that there is a serious thought behind this gathering.
So it is a fun slumber party overnight event, but
yes,
there's more to it.
There'll be a little education in there also for them.
The understanding component will be key. Going to be interesting. But you're starting off with the Cardboard Carnival earlier Saturday afternoon at Community Lutheran Church.
At 3 p.m.
Perhaps some of the people who are listening to us today say, I don't know if I'm into the overnight sleeping thing in a box, but the Cardboard Carnival, that might be fun. How does one get involved?
Go to our website, fplv.org. There's a button there to click website. They'll give you all the information for the carnival and the sleepover. So if they wanted to register a team for a sleepover, it'll tell them how to do that, or it'll give all the details for the carnival. We're hoping a lot of the community will come out, because as we grow the carnival in future years, we would invite other people to come out and set up a game, maybe from an elementary school or from a high school, or maybe a business would like to set up a cardboard game, and we'll just continue to grow that event because we do think it's going to be a lot of fun.
I think it's a cute idea. Where did this come from? A cardboard carnival?
Well, actually, Family Promise networks are all over the United States, so we steal each other's ideas. And I actually saw this was run in Phoenix a couple years ago. Then when I contacted them and asked, where did you get the idea? They told me something quite amazing. They found it on the internet. There is a YouTube video, and it is called Kane's Arcade. And it was a little boy in South Los Angeles that developed his own little cardboard arcade. And it grew into a flash mob event where the community came out to honor him. And so it is really in the spirit of that little boy's little arcade that cardboard carnivals develop all across the nation.
Wow. It sounds so cute. And when you say, Terry, that you're stealing the idea from another one of the Family Promise organizations across the country, here in the DJ business, in radio, we think of that as inspiration.
Yes, it is inspiration.
Stealing, no. Inspiration, oh, yeah. Absolutely. Is there any cost involved with coming to the Cardboard Carnival?
There's no cost to attend. And to keep the carnival reasonable for everyone, we'll price the games and food somewhere between $1 and $3. You'll buy tickets when you arrive, and then you can just hand the tickets to participate in any of those things.
This would be a great family event. And Lisa, when you talk about $1 to $3 for different events that they might take part in at the Cardboard Carnival, families are always looking for something reasonable that they can do together on the weekend.
That is the idea. Have fun with the family for 3 hours on October 7th.
You could check out all of that lineup of events for Family Promise at fplv.org. Like always, all the information, links, and everything, along with the podcast of our discussion today on the Talking Solutions Facebook page. In studio with us, Terry Lindemann from Family Promise, and also board member Lisa Jones. Is there anything new that we need to know about Family Promise and your activities?
Yes, we are working on our building program. Going forward with that, we have a bid in to purchase land. So over the course of the next 2 years, we'll be building a family navigation center. We've also expanded our services by providing case management to the clients of the Las Vegas Rescue Mission, and that has grown our numbers for individuals, parents, and children to be over 1,000 over the course of the next 12 months. We're very excited about being able to help the rescue mission with those positive outcomes. But I do want to tell you about something very important to our community that will happen on September 25th at Palace Station. We will have our very first housing summit, which is intended to bring landlords and community resources together so that we can start a strategy to have more housing for people who live at the line of poverty. This is being produced by our Continuum of Care. You can get information about this by going to the Help Hope Home website. Just type in Help Hope Home. It is September 25th from 8 to 5. This is our greatest need, not only in our community, but across the nation. We have to have low-income housing to present to our clients so that they can have a life that is dignified as everyone else's.
Well, we were just talking about how expensive it is just to rent a 2-bedroom apartment here in Las Vegas. Housing costs are high, and they're only going to get higher because now Las Vegas is a favorite place where people are moving in.
And that is anticipated. So we're hoping that landlords will sign up to come out to this. It's a free seminar, but we've actually titled the name of this symposium, The Money You're Missing. Because landlords, if you have apartments that are from the $500 to $625, even low 700s, we have clients that have rental assistance money, and there's funding in our community to support putting them in your apartments, but we need to know who you are, and you need to come to this workshop Monday, September 25th, 8 to 5. It's very important, and we really want the community to know about that.
And there's still time for landlords to get involved. Who else might attend?
Home builders, anyone that does low-income housing apartments, that builds, anyone that's interested in this subject, funders, banks, anyone that really wants to work with all of Southern Nevada to form a strategy to have more housing for the people who really need it.
That is a problem I think we would all like to solve.
Yes.
I'll make sure the links and everything for information on your housing summit are also available on the Talking Solutions Facebook page.
Family Promise is a partner in the regional commitment to end homelessness for families, and we always have been. So we always want to promote community events that meet this need, not just our own events.
Absolutely. We got to take care of these kids and their families, just like you do your purpose at Family Promise. Lisa Jones, you were talking to us about the Cardboard Carnival and the Cardboard City, that overnight sleepover. You've done this a number of times. Are you planning on it again this year?
I am going to be the virtual resident this year.
Oh, I love virtual everything. I could be a virtual resident.
Yes, you could. Many people might want to be a virtual resident. You can simply support the cause, support a team, support an individual already registered for the event, make a donation. Because, as you said, a lot of things are happening on this weekend, so many things overlapping that I'm going to have to be virtual. But I'm so committed to the cause.
I love the idea to make a donation, declare myself a virtual dweller in Cardboard City, and take a selfie of me and a cardboard box.
That's great.
Wonderful.
And the cardboard box can be in your own living room.
Let's raise some
That's
money.
right.
I like this. Well, if I have a cardboard box in my living room, it'll have a cat in it because they always jump in everything that's box related. Oh, wow. Any way to raise money for Family Promise.
Yes.
One of the things that we always ask, Terry, you're familiar, as part of Talking Solutions, we ask, what can we do to help you?
For the upcoming quarter, we will be sending out our annual appeal for new Christmas toys for children, first part of October or mid-October. So any of our listeners that would like to do a toy collection can do so. We need those toys by the end of November, first part of December. And then we have an amazing holiday party at Givens Elementary School on December 17th. The school donates their multipurpose room, but Family Promise collects the toys, and we need probably 300 or 400, just any kind of toy, basketballs, games, whatever somebody would like to gather, and then give us a call. If we need to pick it up, we'll do that. Or you can drop by our day center at 320 South 9th Street. So they could start doing that anytime, and then please make sure that we get those toys by the first week of December. Also on November 4th at Applebee's, and I don't have the address at this time, but it's on the west side of town, we will have our first annual Flapjack fundraiser with Applebee's. The tickets are $15. They can be purchased by contacting me at the day center. And we're hoping people will come out. You'll learn more about us. You'll learn about our Friend of the Families campaign, and you'll be able to have pancakes with a lot of great people.
Information on our Talking Solutions Facebook page. Lisa, we asked the same question of you. As part of Talking Solutions, what can we do to help you?
For our Cardboard City and Carnival event, I think there are many opportunities. Obviously, we would love to have people sleep over. As I said, you could be a virtual resident. It's a little hard in a cardboard box, but it is a fun event, and to have that experience can be a lot of fun, so we welcome people to come out for that. And, of course, we invite all families and their children to come to the Cardboard Carnival. That would be awesome. We still have opportunities for sponsorship, too. So if anyone would like to put their business name to the event, we would love to contact us, and we would work with them for that.
Do you ever have roles for volunteers?
Yes, we can use volunteers if they'd like to volunteer at the carnival. We use volunteers during the holiday for the holiday party, and during the year, volunteers can help at our day center by contacting me.
Terry, you were talking about things like the toy drive as we head toward the holidays. Here we are in September. It is not as far to the holidays as we all are thinking at this point. It starts speeding up. I know it does, and it goes faster than it normally would.
It's basically a couple months away, and we're decorating trees in this community. So we start working on the holiday party in the summer. I've already been working with the school, accomplishing the goals we need to do with the school to be ready to go. And then we roll out the appeal for the toys. And we've been very fortunate, I think we've done this for 3 years, that we've reached our goal every single year of over 300 individual toys for children. I know we'll do it again, and that's from the generosity of the community.
Family Promise, You said about 67% of your clients?
Yes,
Are
67% every single
homeless
year or
kids.
more are children, and that is because we're most of the time serving single parents.
And housing costs are high?
Too high for families that make minimum wage. And it's very important for our community to work together to provide more information on landlords that have rents which are more affordable. It's affordable housing. Then our families can have some assurance of reaching that goal of getting into their own apartment again.
That's such a big first step. If we can get those families into housing
Yes.
they can afford, that is the biggest stumbling block that I can
Right.
imagine.
Our actual rents, even yours, mine, Lisa's, what we pay for our housing should not be over 30% of our income. And for most of us that are professionals, well, that's pretty easy to do, but not always. And for people that work at minimum wage, it's impossible. Their housing costs sometimes can be 70 to 80% of their income. So all they need is one little problem, losing their job, a utility bill they couldn't pay, and then they're evicted, and then they have to start all over again. So it's affordable housing that is the key to helping this problem.
You've got the Housing Summit coming up on the 25th at Palace Station.
Yes, 8 to 5.
And then we've got Cardboard City preceded that afternoon, Saturday, October 7th, with the Cardboard Carnival. Everybody could get involved with this. I really like, Lisa, your idea of the Cardboard City and doing it virtually. Donate to Family Promise and not actually need to sleep in a cardboard box that night.
That's true, yes. And if you did want to come out and have that experience, wonderful. I would certainly recommend, from my 6 years of experience, bring padding to go in that box.
Yeah.
But if you choose to be a virtual resident, that would be a great support for us,
And
too.
if it's a windy night, you better have a big rock, too, because those boxes slide around.
Or sleep with really large
Yes.
people in the box with you.
But it really makes you think, Terry, what it would be like to have to sleep on the street, the noises that you hear. The one year that I did it, a silly gum wrapper drove me crazy all night because it kept hitting the side of my box and I couldn't figure out what it was. And when I woke up the next morning, it was a gum wrapper. So there's just experiences that we should really contemplate about what it's like to have to be stuck outside and not in your own home.
It is a serious issue, and I know I'm over here laughing and how funny things are. And there are some amusing parts to this, but the underlying problem that you are shining a light on and drawing attention and awareness to, the homelessness situation, is never a funny issue.
No, and people shouldn't be sleeping in cardboard boxes, but it is just our focal point to get people to think about what it's like not to be sleeping in your own home.
I told you a few minutes back, Terry, that I knew that I'd heard of this event because the TV stations go, oh, here's a great thing for us to cover this weekend. And they go out and help raise awareness once again, which is what you're trying to do with it. It is the Cardboard Carnival on the afternoon of Saturday, October 7th at Community Lutheran Church, followed that night by the sleepover known as Cardboard City. And it's all to benefit Family Promise. We're going to have all the information, links, and everything on our Talking Solutions Facebook page. We'll also have links for the Housing Summit that is on September 25th at Palace Station. All the info on our Talking Solutions Facebook page, along with the podcast of our discussion today. Ladies, am I forgetting anything?
I think we've covered a lot, and we're very grateful for you getting this message out to the community for us.
Terry, you are always welcome to return. It's nice having you back in. And Lisa, same thing to you. We always are more than happy to talk about what is seriously a problem here in Southern Nevada and see what we can all do to help.
Well, I'd like to say thank you, too. It's a wonderful opportunity. We greatly appreciate it.
Come back anytime. Terry Lindemann and Lisa Jones with Family Promise. Thank you for joining us today on Talking Solutions.
Thank you.